Hi, I'm Brad Sugars, the author of The Wealth Coach. And yes, wealth, a coach, someone that can teach you and coach you in how to create wealth. You know, wealth is one of those interesting subjects. It's a subject where people either love it or they're like, oh, don't talk about that, it's taboo. The fact that people don't talk about the subject of money is one of the biggest challenges, and it's one of the reasons I wanted to write this book, because I want people talking about money. I want people understanding money. I want people learning how money can work for you rather than you working for it. You see, most people are so struggling with the understanding and the concepts of finance that they don't actually get it. And it's just not really that hard. But first and foremost, this week I want to address the subject of celebrating wealth, actually enjoying the subject of wealth and really being proud of the fact that people are talking about it, discussing it, learning about wealth, growing their finances, growing their wealth base. Happy to talk about it with your kids, to teach your kids, their grandkids this information. Too many people avoid the subject of wealth and therefore end up having to, well, they become a slave to money rather than them having money work for them. So today, let's look at the 7 reasons why wealth is good. Let's celebrate wealth. Celebrate those who've achieved a success in life when it comes to wealth. Yes, I know there's many forms of success out there, and yes, I know there's so many things we can look at. However, what I do want us to focus in on today is the success in the wealth area of life. Now, if you're one of those people who thinks that wealth is bad or that wealth is never going to be a good thing, maybe this video isn't for you. But maybe if you come at it with an open mind, I can convince you that wealth is the right thing for you. Now, if you are someone that's already on the path looking for wealth, aiming to build wealth, fantastic. Follow my 7 reasons here and it'll definitely get you a little more motivated. Of course, read the entire book. Don't just go on a little bit of information. Read everything, get in depth, learn the strategies, learn the philosophies, because the more you learn, the more you earn. So, number 1 reason why wealth is great, why wealth is good: freedom. Wealth and the ability to have money buys you back your time. It buys you the freedom. It buys you the ability to get on and do whatever it is you want to do in life. You know, that freedom to be able to make choices, to go to places, to do things that you want to do, and to not have to concern yourself with the fact that, oh, I don't know if we can afford it, or I don't know if I have the time. The time freedom that comes with wealth. And what I'm talking about with wealth is when you have enough income coming in, whether you go to work or not, enough income coming in for you to not have to work. And that to me is the ultimate freedom, when there's money coming in and whether you work or not, you've got the bills paid. And that to me is one of the big key benefits of why wealth is amazing and why we really should celebrate building wealth. See, retirement's not a function of age, it's a function of money. So if I can teach you how to retire faster, now I'm not talking about get rich quick, because we all know the reality of that if you keep trying to go out there and do the crazy schemes, you end up just, throwing away money. This is about learning the fundamental core behind it, learning those things. Now, next reason why wealth is great: relationships. I gotta tell you, when there's less money pressure, there's less pressure. It's much easier to have a great relationship when money isn't a battleground. Husbands and wives, business partners, all of this area. So if we can create wealth, we can build better relationships. We've got the time to build better relationships. We've got the ability to build better relationships. There's no pressure that comes from the money side of things. And unfortunately, that money side of pressure is just all too obvious, I guess would be the simple word in today's world. So, if we're going to celebrate wealth, we've got to celebrate what wealth gives us. It gives us the time to do the things we want to do. It gives us the ability to have great relationships because we've got the time, and we don't have to have the stress and the worry of having money overhanging us. So learning wealth is really important to building a great lifestyle and great relationships. Third reason I think wealth's important: those who are truly understanding what wealth looks like understand that when you build wealth, you give people jobs. When you build your businesses, when you invest in businesses, when you buy companies, you're building jobs for your community, which in turn builds taxpayer revenue and you build communities by building wealth. When you build in real estate, you build homes for people. It's amazing what can happen when you give people homes. And without investors, there's no homes for people to rent. And that's where we've got to make sure that the wealth coaches, the understandings and the principles behind this are helping you and guiding you and your family. Even if you don't want to build wealth for yourself, do it for your generations to come. Build something. You know, that saying of old money is all about the fact that someone did the work once and now it's making money forever. You know, it's not about you working for money, it's about money working for you. And that's really what the Wealth Coach is all about. Fourth reason I think wealth is really great, and the experiences you get to have. I know with my kids and my friends, I've had some amazing experiences only because I have the time and the money freedom to make different choices than other people make. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't get to go to the sporting events. I wouldn't get to take my family on the trips we do. You know, watching my kids see animals through Africa, it was an amazing trip. But to watch it through the eyes of my kids was just phenomenal. And without the freedom that I've afforded my family because of the work that I've put in over the years, and it is a lot of work in the beginning, gang. Don't try and let anyone teach you it's not. There's a lot of work to be put in for people that want to really create wealth. But the experiences that we've got, you know, when I look at the things that we've been able to achieve because of it as a family, the places we've been able to go, the experiences we've been able to have because of both the time freedom and the money freedom, wealth is something that we all should be looking to achieve, even if it's only to bring better experiences, better relationships to our family, to get more time with our family. Fifth reason I think wealth is something that we need to celebrate. It's fun! You can have a lot more fun when you're on vacation if you've got the money to afford to do the right things. You can go and have more fun. I was just in Hawaii with the family on spring break, and I got to take my eldest daughters out on a 65-foot sailing yacht, something that they love doing. They're hanging off the front bow. I got to, you know, just things. They got to snorkel and do all that stuff. Look, there's so much fun to be had in this world, and when you have the freedom of choice, you can do more of the things that you love. You know, they say money can't buy happiness. Well, it can buy you a big boat and you can name it happiness, for goodness sake. No, you're right, money doesn't buy happiness. Money is, it's like I guess it's a magnifier. If someone's a complete jerk and they get a lot of money, then they're a massive jerk all of a sudden. But if someone's happy and they get a lot of money, now they're massively happy and they make other people happy. Money can be fun. Wealth can be fun. You got to build better relationships, have more time. You get to give more people jobs, more homes for people to live in. You know, all the wonderful experiences that you get and the fun stuff that you get to do more of because you've got money handled, because you've taken care of the financial side of life. Remember, retirement's a function of money, not a function of age. Sixth reason I think wealth should be celebrated. The best you on this planet. See, I think your job in life is to be the best version of you that you can be. And see, the best version of you would have good relationships. They'd be fit and healthy. They'd eat well. They'd take care of themselves. The best version of you would be wealthy and take care of the finances. The best version of you wouldn't be struggling for money. The best version of you will keep learning. Wise man once taught me, a gentleman by the name of Jim Rohn, E. James Rohn, taught me, read a book a week for the rest of your life. Because as he said, you know, if you want to get over a problem, the only reason that you have a problem in life is you have a lack of knowledge around how to solve that problem. And that's usually the case when it comes to the subject of money. You know, the Wealth Coach is really designed to help give you the fundamentals and the philosophy. So click the link and order your copy now, and make sure you order a few copies for some friends and family as well. Don't just keep it to yourself. Order it and share the information around. Final reason I think that we should celebrate wealth is those with the most wealth can give the most back. You know, it's very simple. It's very hard to donate $1 million a year if you don't make $1 million a year. You know, the benefactors of the world are people that have created wealth and are now giving back. And we look at that on massive scales around the world. But ultimately, gang, you've got to be able to give to yourself first in order to be able to give to others. So you've got to create the wealth and build it for yourself. You know, if I go back to the fundamentals of what it is when I see people not wanting to create wealth, I guess that ultimately some people don't think they deserve it. Some people don't think it's for them. You know, I look at my wife and I, we have 4 children, and I look at all of them and I think, geez, I really want to make sure, and that's the biggest thing. I pass on the knowledge, I guess. You know, it's one of the big reasons to learn about wealth is so you can teach your family the principles as well. So, have a great day. Order your copy now of the Wealth Coach. Learn these principles. Share this video so others can get this. I want as many people focused on building wealth as we can, because the more of us that do it, the more. As we all build wealth, it builds the community, it builds the way the world works. You know, in business, I love teaching business people to succeed, because as a business succeeds, it employs more people, which creates more customers for all the other businesses. The more. If we can all do better, we all do better. Teach the wealth to others. Learn it yourself first. Enjoy. Thanks. Bye for now. Brad Sugars, the Wealth Coach.